Hey, I just kind of wanted to come on here and explain the video, two videos prior to this one, before I started memeing and came back. Typical me. Um, I went septic out of nowhere. Um, it started off with me going to the hospital for a trigeminal neuralgia flare, which is a condition that causes really crazy face pain. At least for me, it's on this side of my face. I found the eyeball down. It's awful. Do not recommend. But I do have a treatment plan at my local hospital for when that happens, because it's not very common. Um, and I'll start with me going and getting treatment and being an informed patient. I did understand what the drugs could possibly do, because they're weird and, you know, not meant for regular use. So I had those in mind when I went home. That's still great after that treatment, by the way. The best. Um, After that, the next day, I woke up with a shoulder cramp, which really worried me, because one of the symptoms of one of the drugs that I take to stop a trigeminal neuralgia flare causes muscle cramping as the start of something more severe. Um, and that got to figure out. I go, I'll do what I can to see if this will go away on its own. With normal means like Tylenol, massage, that kind of thing, stretching. Um, just try to get it to go away without having to go and bother the doctors again. I spent the whole day trying to just get rid of it as it's slowly getting worse, and by the time that my family was most asleep, um, I did not doing great. So I asked my husband to take me to the hospital again because I was worried at this point. Um, about a serious side effect. And so, yeah, I went in. As I was being taken from my house to the ER, I started that the pain was still increasing, and I started having swelling, like right out here, like right next to my mouth. It's just a little itty bitty bump, like that big. It wasn't super concerning, but it was uncomfortable, and it hurt the same as my shoulder did. That's kind of weird. I gotta hate them. I'll just let the doctor know that that's also a symptom, because I didn't think it was connected. But, get the busted elbow in there. So, I know. I get checked in. Like, I called them beforehand to let them know that I was coming in. They're like, yeah, come on. They did a whole bunch of tests. I asked them to test some very specific levels based off of what I understood of the side effects of the drugs that I was taking, or that I was given, to stop the flare. And, they did all that. They also did a CT because they were a little bit weirded out by the face swelling, like, we want to know if that's connected or if it'd be like weird going on that's like originating here and going up into the face. We don't know. So they're very thorough because, like, it was a beauty. All my levels were fine. My blood work came back normal. My CT scan came back with this me having a little itty bitty, like barely a concern tooth abscess. Like, they weren't worried about it at all, but they were like, that's kind of weird because it had some edema around it, some fluid got up around it the time. Whoa, since this is so small, is that really non-concern? The world gave you some antibiotics to take home, some pain meds to take when you get home, just to keep the pain level under control, and then the next week, try to go to a dentist to get that sorted out. You should be fine. We're not worried about you. You're fine. That's some normal. Their levels are normal. try not to freak yourself out too much about the medication that we use to treat your trigeminal neuralgia. So, I like, yeah, that's great. I went home. Really helpful. I wasn't able to get the med I got that evening because it was really late. I think it was like 2 in the morning. Um, so I got home. Go to sleep thinking, yeah, I mean, it was fine. This is kind of dumb. It could have been, a Gatorade and a painkiller. But at least I knew that I had to go to the dentist, right? Um, so I go to bed. Next morning, get up with the still not feeling great. My face is a little bit more swollen, like it's gone up. So I'm like, this to this. Best to like hide here. That's fine. Anywhere dangerous, it's just kind of around the tooth that they indicated was a little bit funny. Um, I go and pick up the meds. Um, but I get to the taco, it's a little bit this bad. And then go home, thinking everything's gonna be fine. Uh, I'll slow down the side right in my next dose. Signing out, that's very fine. Although, about 4 hours later, the swollen cat faced a bit highly uncomfortable. They didn't look at anything of it. Um, After about, I want to say 30 minutes after I took my next dose of medication, I couldn't swallow. This swallowing it down from like that to like all up in here, and I couldn't talk this all up. So like, so my husband, he called the hospital, and we went back. Or he called the dentist. He called my dentist. It's like, yeah, we're not fucking with that. Gotta get your ass to the hospital. And up to the hospital you went. They checked me out again. They compared my levels from yesterday to today. And like, that's really concerning. Now your levels are really weird. Like your white blood cells are really high. That piece become more swelling, and you're kind of tripping her. It's not just critical. We don't think you have it. You seem really fine. It's not like an extreme level, but we want to make sure, right? Um, so then trauma blood, they do another CT scan. I'm there for a couple hours, really most of the day. And they well into the early morning. They started me on into IV meds. When the CT came back, like, wow, this is really weird because again, the abscess is really tiny. But this swallowing has gotten significantly worse. We've seen you, we've watched you, like, that progressively worse. Well, but surprisingly, you can still talk. We just kind of want to check your swallowing ability. Not that.